Hello and welcome to Vivacity at Home, where we're bringing workouts to your home. Today, my name is Emma and I'm going to be taking you through an Outlast workout, just a 20-minute workout you could do at home in your living room. If you have got any injuries or are new to exercise, please make sure you seek medical advice before you do participate. What we're going to do today is a series of 6 exercises broken down and timed, and then we're going to do them in 3 sets. Nice and easy. Also, I'm going to give you different options all the way through. If you're finding some too hard, please take the easier option, and then try and make your way through to the end as much as you can. Okay, so what we're going to do to start with is lay ourselves down. We're going to start with a cycle crunch. So I'm going to show you first before I press my music on. So let me just get a little bit of music. There we go. Okay, so we are going to time the exercises today. So the first one's going to be 30 seconds of a timer, and then we're going to have a little rest until we do the next exercise. So the first one is a cycle crunch. Now, hands come to the side of the head, knees come up off the floor. Now we're going to go opposite elbow to knee, and we're going to rotate through the torso and opposite elbow to knee, okay? If we are struggling, the knees can go down, and we can just do the top half of the body. Okay, so they are your options. So we're going to start with 30 seconds on our timer. We ready? Knees up in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So opposite to opposite. So it's opposite elbow to opposite knee, and we're just coming across. So the shoulders are staying off the floor. Now remember, if we are finding this a little bit difficult, we can place the feet down and come up to the side and then switch to the other. So there's always an option for you. Now we're nearly there. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. See, nice and easy to start with. So on that one, that's your first. Okay, so 30 seconds on your first one. Now, second, we're going on to side planks. So on this one, we're going to come onto our side, onto the elbow, but also we're going to do dips. So you've got 2 options on this one. So I will show you. So first one on the side of the feet, we lift up, hands come up, and we just do a small dip and dip back up. Now, we can also come onto the side of the knees to make it slightly easier, coming up and then dip. Okay, so there are 2 options that we can do. It's entirely up to you which one you want to do, okay? Right, so back onto our timer. Now, we're going to do 30 seconds again on this side, then we're going to switch and do the same on the other. We ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So arm comes up, down and dip. There we go. Now remember your option, I said you can come down onto your knee, one leg still straight, nice straight body, and then all we do is a little down and a little dip straight back up. There you go. So you can do either option, whichever one you're more comfortable with. I don't mind which, as long as we're doing a little dip. If it gets too much, we can even hold the plank just still. So there's your other option again. Stop there for me. Now I'm going to switch over and do the other side. Same again. So, we ready again? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So lift up, and then small dip and lift. Now remember your options. We have the bent knee, or we just have a plank hold. Now there are 3 options. The idea is to try and make it to the end of the 30 seconds, so whichever one you do want to take is absolutely fine. Now stay with me if we can. Little dip, always good for those obliques, this exercise. And hold it there, 30 seconds is up, well done. Now the next one, we're going to land our back again for this one. 30 seconds, legs are going to come up, or we can keep them here. Now this is up to you. So we want the arms to come up in front, and all we're going to do is a small crunch. Now if we're struggling with the feet up, we can keep them down, have them come to the side, and we'll do a small crunch here, okay? So that's your option for this one. Right then, we ready? Let's go. Legs up, arms up, and crunch. Try to reach them toes. Now you might not be able to reach the toes, which is absolutely fine. It doesn't matter if they get too difficult. Bend the knees, hands then come to the
crunch again. So they are your options. You do not have to reach your toes if you can't, okay? Remember the breathing in there too. Inhale and exhale all the way through and stop there. Okay, well done everyone. Now we're going to turn over and we're going to go into a mountain climber this time. Now I'm going to show you first if you've never done one. So we come onto the hands. Now we're going to bring the knees straight into the middle this time. Now we can speed them up or we can keep them slow. Now if that gets really difficult, we come onto our knees and then bring the knee just a little bit further around to the elbow. So there are 3 options for this one, okay? Right, we ready again? 3, 2, 1, let's go. In. So just bring them in. What I don't want is to use the bum up in the air. So we want to keep the bottom down. So if we can try, make them a little quicker. If not, we can stay right here. Now remember your other option is down, but bring the bottom down a little and bring the elbow round to the outside. There we go. And again, round to the outside. And hold it there for me. So, well done on that one. That one is a bit tough. Now we're going to stay on the front, we're going to do the plank toe taps. Now I'm going to show you first. So, onto a plank position, so hands just underneath your shoulders. Now the body is in the straight line rather than up here. You need to keep the bottom down. We're going to tap and tap. So, we just tap out the feet, alternating each side, okay? If not, just hold the plank still. Right there. We ready? Let's go. So just a small toe tap each side. There we go. Trying to keep that core still. Now, option is a hold. Now, if it gets even more difficult, we can drop onto our elbows or we can drop onto our knees, but still pulling in the abdominal area. Because if we let it sink, we're not going to do anything, so pull it in. So they are your options. Stay with me. And again, tap, tap, just a small tap out and hold it there. Well done, everyone. Right then, we have one more. We've got reverse curls. And that's set 1 done. Nice and easy on that one. Okay, so now we're going to turn over, reverse curls. So we lay the head down, hands down onto the floor. Now this time we're going to push up into the air. So what we're going to do is the bottom is lifting off the floor. So the bottom just lifts, but we push up through your feet into the air. Okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. And again, push up. Just a small push. Doesn't have to be a big movement. Lay the head back. Relax down. Excellent. Now this is getting too tough. Take the feet down and just do a normal crunch. Now this is your option for this track. Okay? Now remember, breathe out and breathe in. So nice and easy. If we're finding a reverse curl too difficult, hold it there. Right then, so that is round 1. Now, round 2 is a little bit longer. Okay, on this one we're going to do 40 seconds. So 40 seconds per exercise. We're going to do everything again, so you know what the exercises are. So we're going to start with the side crunch. So lay yourself down on your back. 40 seconds, okay? We ready? Let's go. So 10 seconds extra on each exercise this time, which you think, might be a little longer. Well, it is, but you might feel a little bit longer than that. It won't. It will go really quickly. Now, I just want you to focus on what you're doing. Are you doing opposite elbow to opposite knee? Now remember, if it gets too tough, what the option was, we came down and we did the opposite side. Yes, that's your option. Now we are nearly there. Do not stop for me. Nearly there. Last 2 seconds and stop. Excellent. Okay, so this time we've got the plank with the side dips. Do it up, down, dip. Now this one is quite difficult. So even if we can get halfway on the side of the feet, and then maybe drop, then to the side of the knee, and then add on the dips. So remember your options, or we can just keep it in the side plank, so remember your options. We're over halfway in now on this side, so keep it going. And again, arm comes up, keep it up, keep pulling in. We are nearly there, we are nearly there. Stay with me, stay with me. 2, 1, and hold. Well done. You know what's coming, don't you? Can't do one side without the other. So switch over again for me. Now, I know it's probably your favourite one. Okay, so again, we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 40 seconds. Arm up, down and in. That's it. Lovely. Just making sure we just lifted up the waist. Just to work them obliques again. Remember, nice easy breathing when we're here. And if it gets too difficult, we just drop down. It does not matter what option you take, because any of these options, even holding still, are still working the abdominals, the obliques, okay? We've got 10 seconds left on this, that is it. There is not long left at all. Hold still or keep the dips going. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done. I know that gets a bit tough, doesn't it? Right then, legs up and crunch this time. So legs up, options, and bend the knees, hands to the side. Stay with 2 options. We ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Really reach up to them toes. Focus on looking up. Now if we're here, hands into the side, but the shoulders still stay off the floor, but we've just got a little movement going. That's what the crunch is, just a smaller movement. There we go, but the shoulders still stay off the floor. If not, legs back up. And I want you to reach as high as you can. It doesn't matter if you can't reach your toes, but we want just to reach up. We are nearly there, last few seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Relax down. Well done. Right then, turning over. We've got mountain climbers this time. So remember where the knees come in. Now remember your options. You can even hold it into a plank if it gets too difficult, and keep it still, static. Right then, ready on the hands, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come down, in. Now remember, options, slow it down, or we can come to our knees, or we can just hold it still. Yeah, they're all your options. So, any option you wish to take, come on now. I know it's getting tougher, but remember, when it gets harder, we tend to lift our bottom up. That's what I don't want to see, so make sure your bum is down. That's it, keep pulling in. We have under 10 seconds to go. Do not stop. Keep digging in now, because this is where it starts curling in more. Hold. Wasn't too long, was it? Okay, now we're going on to the plank with the toe taps out to the side again. Right then, we ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Tap and switch. Now remember your options here. The option is on the elbows for the toe tap, or we can hold still, or we can drop down and hold the plank still. We still need to be holding in the core, so we still need to hold it all in. So it's entirely up to you again. Now I know the longer we do the exercise for, the tougher it gets. So remember, as long as you're doing one of the options, you are still working. It's absolutely fine. 3, 2, 1. Drop down. One more exercise to go and round 2 is complete. So reverse curls. Turn yourself over. Lay down. One more time. You ready? Legs up. Let's go. Push up. So head down. Push up through the feet. Now remember, we want the bottom to lift off the We've got less than 10 seconds this time. 3, 2, 1. And relax there. Well done, everybody. So that is 2 sets complete. We've got 1 set left. That's it. Now we've got, instead of 40 seconds, we're now going to 50. Okay, so we're going to try and do this as quick as we can on 50 seconds on each of them. I know you think that's a lot, but I know you can do it. Right then, cycle crunch. We ready? 1 more set. You've already done 2 whole sets. Only 1 more to go. Let's go. 50 seconds this time. Don't think about the time. Think about anything else. What you have for tea. Homeschooling. I know that's a big one at the moment, isn't it? So keep moving those legs. Now remember, this is where you might want the options. Now we can put the feet down, come up, twist, back down, other side. It's perfectly fine to do the options, because again, we are still working them out. Or, if we can stay with it for the whole 50, that is fantastic. Keep moving for me. Under 10 seconds to go on this one, and then no more cycle crunches. That'll be nice. 3, 2, 1, hold. Well done. Okay, first one complete. Now, side plank. I know. With dips. We ready? Let's go. Up and dip. So, dip, dip. Now remember, we want to keep dipping. Option is to hold it still if we need to. Or, remember, we can come down onto the knee. It makes a big difference if we need to come down here, but we're still doing the dips as well. These really do work the sides. You know the muffin tops? You know, you probably haven't got them, but I use them a lot. Keep going, lift, lift. Or your option is just to keep your plank entirely still. Okay, so whichever one you want to take, it's up to you. We are nearly there in 3, 2, 1. Switch sides for me. So again, we ready? Let's go. Let's get these side planks over and done with, shall we? I'm not sure which is worse, the side plank or the mountain climbers. Don't know about anyone else. They might be your favourite, I don't know. Keep going now, come on. Now remember, I know this is getting tough, so options. It's absolutely fine to drop down into your options. It does not matter. Keep lifting, or we can hold still. As long as the body's in a nice straight line. What I don't want is the knees forward. They need to be in line with the body. We have 10 seconds left. Come on now, 10 seconds left. Push through. Nearly there. Come on, nearly there. Hold. Well done. Side planks done. Right then, legs up and crunch this time. Ready? Let's go. Let's get it over with, shall we? I'm doing reverse curls, aren't I? Legs up, crunch towards. Other side, just do a different exercise then. Crunch, crunch. Option, remember, is here. We are nearly there, but make sure the shoulders are staying off the floor, okay? We are well over halfway on this. Reach. Come on, reach up. Or we can come back here, but I want you to keep going to the end. You've got less than 10 seconds to go now, less than 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax down. Right then, mountain climbers. We are nearly there. Come on, guys. Now, mountain climbers. go now. In. Keep those legs moving. This is a great exercise. Work the core, cardio. Now remember, if it gets too difficult, we can hold it. Or we can even come down and hold the plank. I do not mind as long as we are still working, we do not have long left. Come on now, stay with it, go. Or we can slow down. We are nearly there, we are nearly there. 3, 2, 1, hold. Well done. Now, you can please know we've got 2 exercises left. So plank with toe taps. We ready? Let's go. 2 exercises. So after this one, we've just got 1. Just a little tap out to the side. Or we can stay here. If we're finding it a little bit difficult, we come down onto the elbows and we can add the toe tap in this position too. Or dropping onto our knees for the plank. Yeah? Now we are over halfway. Stick with it now. Over halfway, so the worst is done. And then we've just got 1 exercise to do. Keep that bottom down for me. Come on now. Last few seconds. Do not give in. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, 1 more to go. Turn over, reverse curls, what I wanted to do earlier. Right then, last set. Let's go. Now remember, I really want you to push those feet up into the air and lift the bottom off. I want you to try and keep the back on the floor. It only lifts off just a tiny bit, okay? And again, push. Now, what's the option? Remember, if it gets too tough again, feet come down, crunch up, back down, up, back down. Nice and easy. Look towards the top of the knees, and then nice and slowly back down. We are well over halfway now. Head comes down. Top half of the body stays on the floor. It's this part that moves. We are nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done, everybody. Now, make sure you have a stretch afterwards. Stretch out those abs, nice long bodies. Have a lovely stretch and a cool down. Thank you for joining me today for our class, and hopefully you'll see me again or join in on some of our other classes.